Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to go over jigs and jig techniques that I use on the lake for largemouth, smallmouth, Kentuckys, and the different types of structure I'm going to fish and what I'm going to do with the line sizes and all that. So first of all, the jig that I've been using lately has been this one right here. My uncle makes these for me, and this one's avocado. And the trailer I've been using, which is completely destroyed, is just the end off of an old brush hog. And so it's been working quite well. Well, I've taken it off, and I've shown you right here. I'm going to show you a different type of trailer. And what this one is Crush City. And you see the flappers that's on it. They're kind of wide. And so what this is going to do, when it's going through the water, I'm going to fish this in cover, real thick cover, because the flappers slows it down as it's swimming down in the water. So it's not going to swim really fast. It's going to make a lot of vibration with these flappers, and it's going to draw some attention. And so this is what you want to fish in shallower water, and by that I mean 10 foot or less. Definitely 10 foot or less. And a lot of times I'm going to throw this in, say, 2 foot to 8 foot deep. And so I'm wanting the bait to go really slow. And in the meantime, the line is going to be heavier. I'm going to use from 12 pound to 25 pound, depending on the structure that I'm fishing. So, and this reel here only holds 40 yards of line, so it doesn't hold a lot of line, and it doesn't really backlash much. When you get eyesight goes, it's harder to see how to hook these up. But anyways, this is a setup I'm going to use. The rod's a lot stiffer. It's got a lot of heavier action. So that's how I'm going to do that. Now, if I want to fish deeper points or deeper structure, then I'm going to go with a rod that has a lot of flex, and so it's a lot limber. Believe it or not, this is actually a jerkbait rod, so it works really good for this. And what I'm doing here is the line here is going to be from 10 to 12 pound test, 8 pounds sometimes if I'm fishing really deep. But this is a different type of jig, and the trailer, if you'll notice, is real slim. So this is going to swim a lot faster. So if I'm going to fish deeper water, like 25, 30, 35 foot deep, this is the way I want to go. I want this bait to drop very fast, so the head on the bait's going to be a little bit heavier, and the line's going to be a lot lighter. So the other rod had monofilament, which sinks really slow. Well, this one's fluorocarbon, so it sinks really fast. And so that's what I'm going to do with that. And so I want it to sink a lot quicker. And the trailer on that is the Innovations. And so that's the type of baits that I'm going to use, and for the speed I'm going to be fishing. So remember, if you want to go deeper, go with the lighter line and fluorocarbon preferably. So it'll sink really quick. And so that's the setup I'm going to use for that. And when it comes to smallmouth fishing, actually fishing in general, this is a pumpkin jig with a dark green trailer. So it's going to mimic a bluegill is what it's going to mimic. One of my favorite colors, though, for jig fishing, which obviously everybody likes black. I love black, especially fishing tight cover. But my favorite color of all time for a jig is peanut butter and jelly. So that's brown and a grape color, a purplish color. Peanut butter and jelly just seems to phenomenally work in any situation. So that gives me an idea, and believe it or not, I'm out of them. So I've got to re-up on peanut butter and jelly jigs, but which that will tell you that's my favorite. But I catch a lot of fish with that color, and it works really well. It mimics a bluegill, and it also mimics a crawfish. So that's why I like to use them, and those color combinations, and then you can put any trailer on it, will virtually work. And so that's the reason I like to throw that particular color the most. And but remember, if you want to go smallmouth fishing on deep points, go light line. A lot of times I'll use 10 pound test the most of fluorocarbon for deep water, but I want the jig to sink really fast and get down there to those fish in a hurry. And smallmouth are extremely aggressive. So they like a bait when it's falling to fall fast, and where a largemouth likes it to fall slow. And so that gives you an idea. But now when you're reeling it, sometimes a smallmouth will want it to come in slow and then burn it. Say you're halfway the boat, then you burn it. When you burn it, when they think it's trying to escape from them, that's when they're going to hit it. So I thought I'd pass that information on to you. I appreciate the comments, and I got quite a few comments on my last video about the grub, and I've answered all the comments that I've received so far. I've got a lot of good feedback on that, and I appreciate it. I hope that I can continue to help you understand fishing better, especially the younger ones. I'm starting to get some young kids that's interested in my videos. And for the young kids, I have been a high school fishing coach, so I'm familiar with dealing with kids and helping them understand fishing better and training them. So I do appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe, and look for future content. In the boat, we'll be going over analysis of baits that I use and things like that. And then when you see me on the lake, if I'm on the lake, I'm going to be showing you either techniques to use, or you're going to see actual fish catches. So please like and subscribe again, and watch those videos. And some of them I'm actually fishing, and you'll see me not catch fish, but I'm setting the hook on fish. So I'm actually showing you what I'm doing at the moment. But you're going to see fish catches as well. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.